friends, welcome to Virtual Storytime. We are going to talk about a royal tea party today, so I think we're going to have some fun with that. My name is Ms. Emily. I work at the Mooresville Public Library in Mooresville, Indiana, and welcome to Storytime. All right, I'm so happy to have everyone here for our royal tea party story time. Last week we talked about Jack and the Beanstalk, and a lot of times there are lots of fairy tales about the common man, Jack, but there are also lots and lots of fairy tales about princes and princesses and kings and queens, and we're going to talk about some of those today. So this is for our Imagine Your Story Summer Reading program. And I think it's time for us to do our welcome song. So if you have your clapping hands ready, all right. We clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we clap and sing hello. We wave and sing hello. We wave and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we wave and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we stomp and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we clap and sing hello. Nice job. Like I said, I'm so glad you're here. We're talking about royal tea party, and so the first book that I'd like to suggest for you today is a book about a princess, and this is La Princesa and the Pea, and this is by Susan Middleton Ayala and illustrated by Juana Martinez Neal. La Princesa and the Pea. So you might have heard the story, The Princess and the Pea, and this is a really beautiful retelling of that story, and it has some Spanish words sprinkled into the rhyming text, and they're really fun to say, and they work really well in the story. And if you're not sure, if you don't speak Spanish or you don't know any Spanish words, there's a nice glossary at the beginning that kind of tells you what those mean and how to pronounce them. But it's a wonderful book. I really love the illustrations. If you might have recognized the illustrator's name, Juana Martinez Neal. She did the book Alma and How She Got Her Name, which we read several weeks ago. So La Princesa and the Pea, that's a great one to check out at the library. And since we're talking about peas, we did this rhyme last week, but I think we have to do it again. 5 plump peas. Remember? Okay, let's do it. So we'll get our peas and our pea pod. All right. 5 plump peas in a pea pod pressed. 1 grew, 2 grew, and so did all the rest. They grew, and they grew, and they grew, and never stopped. They grew so big that pea pod popped. Oh, that one's so fun. I always like it when they pop. Should we do it one more time? All right. 5 plump peas in a pea pod pressed. 1 grew, 2 grew, and so did all the rest. They grew, and they grew, and they grew, and never stopped. They grew so big that pea pod popped. Nice job. Very good. All right. My next song, if you have a scarf of some kind, something kind of light, this is what we use in story time, but you can use a bandana or a light scarf, or even just a tissue. Tissues are nice. They kind of flow like a scarf would, so that works just as well. So go ahead and grab that. You can always pause the video, grab that, and come back. But we're going to do a rhyme called Castle Capers, and all of the king and the queen, the prince, and the princess are doing some funny things, okay? All right. So we're going to start. We're going to pretend to be the king. Can you put your king crown on? Just like Scaredy Squirrel. All right. And I'll also say before we start, I'm kind of stuck behind the camera here, but you have the space, hopefully, to do some of these movements. So I'm going to do most of my movements just with my scarf, but you can run around and do things much more than I can, okay? So go ahead and do that. So we're going to be the king of running. Can you run in place? All right. I am the king of running. I run and run and run. My subjects all run with me. They have so much fun. Okay, what about the prince? Can you put your prince hat on? All right. I am the prince of turning. I turn and turn and turn. My subjects all turn with me. It's an easy thing to learn. Oh man, did you turn your whole body? Maybe you're dizzy now. Oh, take a second. Okay, we're going to pretend to be the princess next. Can you put your princess tiara on? All right. I am the princess of dancing. I dance and dance and dance. My subjects all dance with me and dance when they get the chance. Oh, very nice. Did I see your dancing moves? Those are really good. All right, lastly, we're going to pretend to be the queen. So put our queen crown on. Okay. I'm the queen of jumping. I jump and jump and jump. My subjects all jump with me and sit down with a bump. Nice job. Very good. I'm so happy that we had some chance to pretend to be our prince and princess and king and queen. That's always fun. All right, the next book that I'd like us to suggest for you is called Prince Peter and the Teddy Bear. This is by David McKee, and this is a funny story about a prince, and all he wants for his birthday is a teddy bear. But the king and the queen, they want to give him princely things. So they offer him a sword and a crown and a white steed and a throne and a coach. But he doesn't want any of those things. He just wants his teddy bear. So you'll have to check that one out at the library and read it and see what happens to Prince Peter. I'd like to do a song now. It's a very silly song. But it's about a castle, and Scary Squirrel's gonna sit down for a moment so that we can see our board, our felt board here. And this song is called The Castle in the Middle of the Moat. Do you know what a moat is? This is a moat. A moat is a big bunch of water that surrounds a castle. It protects the castle so people can't get to it unless they can cross the moat. So it keeps people away so they don't come into the castle unless they invite them in. So the song is called The Castle in the Middle of the Moat. All right? There's a castle in the middle of the moat. There's a castle in the middle of the moat. There's a castle. There's a castle. There's a castle in the middle of the moat. Oh, gonna lower the drawbridge. Oh, now we can see inside and people can get across. What's inside the castle? What is that? It's a throne, that's right. There's a throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. There's a throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. There's a throne, there's a throne, there's a throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. Oh, but what goes on a throne? What do you think? Somebody very important sits on the throne. Who could it be? It's the king, that's right. Here's the king. Oh my goodness. There's a king on the throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. There's a king on the throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. There's a king, there's a king, there's a king on the throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. Oh man, one last verse. What goes on top of the king? That's right, his crown. His crown goes on top of his head. There he is. There's a crown on the king in the throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. There's a crown on the king in the throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. There's a crown, there's a crown, there's a crown on the king in the throne in the castle in the middle of the moat. Oh man, that was kind of a tongue twister. That would be hard to do faster. I think I would have trouble with that. Oh, but that's a fun song. Maybe you can think of some more verses. What about the jewel on the crown? I bet you could do that one. So we talked about princess, the princess and the pea. We talked about a prince, Prince Peter and his teddy bear. And now what about the tea? So I have a book to suggest for you. It is called T-Rex. When I say T-Rex, normally you think of Tyrannosaurus Rex, the big old dinosaur. But this is a T-Rex who's coming to tea. Oh my goodness. So this is a fun book about a little girl named Cordelia who throws a tea party for her brother and his teddy bear, and also invites a big T-Rex. And as you can imagine, a tea party for people does not quite fit a big old dinosaur, and there's lots of things that they have to do differently because a big dinosaur is part of their tea party. But it's a fun book called T-Rex, and I think that you will enjoy it. And speaking of tea, I've got another rhyme. It's called Here's a Cup, and this is one that you can do by yourself or you can do with a friend. If you're doing it with a friend, you face each other and you hold each other's hands, and I'll show you what that looks like, okay? So we say, here's a cup, and here's a cup, and here's a pot of tea. Pour a cup, and pour a cup, and drink some tea with me. Oh man, that was so nice. We should do that one again, okay? All right. Here's a cup, and here's a cup, and here's a pot of tea. Pour a cup, and pour a cup, and drink some tea with me. Oh, how tasty. Thank you for that tea. I've got another felt rhyme, and this is based on the song Mary Wore Her Red Dress. We've got our royal family, and let's take a look. Who do we have? We have the king. Here's the king. And we've got the queen, the king and the queen. And they have a daughter, and she is the princess. That's right. And the princess is a grown-up. She grew up and married the duke. So there's the duke there. And then they had twin, a boy and a girl, and that is the prince and the princess. And they also had a little baby. So there's the royal baby. So look at that royal family. Aren't they beautiful? But they don't look very royal right now, right? They're just people. So we have to add their crowns to make them look royal. So here's the king's crown. Look how fancy that is. What color is the velvet inside of his crown? It's purple, that's right. Very nice. So we're gonna sing The King Wore His Purple Crown. And every day of the week, each person is going to be featured. So we're going to start with Monday, all right? So the king wore his purple crown every Monday, all right? The king wore his purple crown, purple crown, purple crown. The king wore his purple crown every Monday. King wore his purple crown, purple crown, purple crown. The king wore his purple crown every Monday. Nice. What about the queen? What do you think her crown looks like? There it is. Oh, and it's got a lot of beautiful red velvet underneath the gold. It's got some different jewels down here, but we're going to say the queen wore her red crown. And what day comes after Monday? Tuesday, that's right. Okay. The queen wore her red crown, red crown, red crown. The queen wore her red crown every Tuesday. Nice, okay. So let's see, what about the princess? What does her crown look like? Oh, that's so beautiful. So it's got a little green band here and a beautiful green jewel. All right, so you can say the princess wore her green crown, or you could say what that jewel is. It's an emerald. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. The princess wore her emerald crown, emerald crown, emerald crown. The princess wore her emerald crown every Wednesday. That's right, Wednesday comes after Tuesday. Very good. What about the duke that she married? The duke's crown looks like this. Oh, that's beautiful. So there is a blue sapphire, is the kind of gemstone that is. Some beautiful blue bands and a blue sapphire. All right. And what day comes after Wednesday? Thursday. You got it. The duke wore his sapphire crown, sapphire crown, sapphire crown. The duke wore his sapphire crown every Thursday. Oh, nice job. Okay. What about the prince? The prince wore a crown too. That's right. He wore, oh, this beautiful silver crown. It's silver. It's got little aquamarine gems in it, but we're going to say silver. And what day comes after Thursday? Friday. You got it. All right. The prince wore his silver crown, silver crown, silver crown. The prince wore his silver crown every Friday. All right. What about the princess? What does her crown look like? Oh, there it is. And it's got some beautiful purple gems. A purple gem is an amethyst. All right. And what day comes after Friday? Saturday. Okay. The princess wore her amethyst crown, amethyst crown, amethyst crown. The princess wore her amethyst crown every Saturday. Finally, what about the royal baby? The royal baby has a crown too. It's small like she is, but there it is. Oh, it's beautiful. It's got a very pale white gemstone in it, and that is a diamond. So the royal baby wore her diamond crown, diamond crown, diamond crown. The royal baby wore her diamond crown every Sunday. Oh, nice job. Look at all of those. The royal family looks very royal right now with all of their crowns on. Nice job. Thank you for singing with me. Our last song for today is actually a recording that I'm going to play for you. This is by Nancy Stewart, and she has a website called nancymusic.com, and she has some wonderful, great free songs for kids. And this one is called Clapping in the Castle. And I'm going to grab my scarf again because there's some dancing and clapping and jumping. We're going to jump and twirling. I'm going to twirl like this, but if you have the space at home, you can twirl with your whole body, and we'll be doing some dancing. So it's a fun song. Let me get it queued up here. It's called Clapping in the Castle. All right, you ready? Get your scarves ready. Okay.
There is clapping in the castle, there is clapping all around. There is clapping in the castle, mirth and merriment abound. There is jumping with the jesters, there is jumping all around. There is jumping with the jesters, mirth and merriment abound. There is twirling in the towers, there is twirling all around. There is twirling in the towers, mirth and merriment abound. There is dancing on the drawbridge, there is dancing all around. There is dancing on the drawbridge, mirth and merriment abound.
Well, let's see your best dancing.
Light the candles, start the music, lords and ladies, one and all. With our song and dance and laughter, we will fill the castle walls. With our song and dance and laughter, we will fill the castle walls.
job. Very good, everybody. Thank you for dancing and twirling and jumping with me. I hope you had fun. I like that song a lot because it actually sounds like a medieval song. Some of the medieval music from that time period had kind of a sound like that. So that's really cool. All right, guys, that is it for this week. Next week, we do not have our story time on Tuesday live on Facebook, but you can always come to the Mooresville Public Library's YouTube page and see our past archived story times and have your own story time at home. Maybe you can grab some books at the library. So that is awesome. Also, if you come to the library and stop by, you can get your Storytime packet in a little bag, and that will include our rhyme sheet, which has all of our rhymes and songs, some suggestions for books to read, books that we read today, plus more. There's a tea party coloring page on the back. There is some extra songs and rhymes and a cutout that you can do of the Princess and the Pea. So there's some fun activities there. And you will also get your craft supplies for this week. And that is a beautiful crown that you can put around your head, and you can decorate it with some very sparkly jewels put into your crown. You can decide which jewels you like. There's some colors on here, but you can put the jewels wherever you want. So thank you guys so much for joining me for story time. So we're going to end with our goodbye rhyme. So get your hands ready and we're going to tickle the stars. Ready? Okay. Tickle the stars and tickle your toes and turn around and tickle your nose. Tickle, tickle, tickle. We'll reach down low. We'll reach way up high. Story time is over, so wave goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you. Be good and take care.